It's not clear, but perhaps what they're trying to do is to Iran is like the last remaining large enemy of America and its allies in that region. So perhaps the strategy here is to give one all-out last effort to degrade the capabilities of Iran and possibly regime change it if they can. And at that point, the threat level in the Middle East will be reduced so that the US can draw down, like it says it wants to in its national security strategy documents, and the Gulf allies and Israel will have sufficient capability to take on more of the share of responsibility in that region at that point. So that is my simplest explanation for what they're trying to do. I don't know whether that's correct, but that's my starting point.
Yeah, no, that's no. Thank you for that. That I think it's a good one, and but feels like there is a bit of truth in this idea that the Middle East is in an inflection point when it comes to either it swings towards a radical Islamist type rule driven by Iran with nuclear weapon, or it shifts towards a liberal democratic type rule, which you see in countries across the Gulf state, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, those type of states, right? So it feels like the Middle East is at that inflection point, and Israel's kind of is leading that charge from a war perspective when it comes to maintaining and retaining or restoring an entire liberal kind of philosophy in the Middle East for everyone, where there is prosperity, economy, free trade, movement, shipment, all of that stuff, and no war, and no extremism, no terrorism, right? And I feel like you're right at this point that America is kind of doing this to get Israel to a position that they become the defenders of liberal movement in the Middle East, and they become this expansive power that they will sort anybody out if they are going to cause any trouble. I think there is I feels like a combination of those two things,